Hello everyone, good evening. Today is October 5th. Welcome to another episode of Ripster Daily Trade Recaps. So guys, today we'll talk about a chart pattern that we traded today and how we traded it before and after, how we were able to make money of it, and what is the importance of that chart pattern. We will talk about it and I will go through it. So stick around if you want to see what was that pattern, how did we trade it, and we'll go through it. Anyways guys, today again solid day, big win on RIVN, A plus short setup. We'll talk about it. J&J morning trade long, beautiful long there. Clorox short all day was another big win. McDonald green to red trade, we'll talk about that. We'll discuss how our pre-market levels that we make every day, how that helped us to short the market at the open. And then we'll of course talk about the chart pattern which helped us to play the reversal trade, guys. So every day the thing is we are always on the right side of the market, right? If market is pulling down, that's where we are. We know it's bearish. If market is going up, we know it's bullish. We are never against the trend. We are never buying the dips when it's time to short, and we are never trying to short when it's time to buy the dips. Today was a V reversal on the market. We shorted the market, but when the time was to go long, we longed it as well. But most of the money was made in the morning. We do it days in, day out. How do we do it? We used repeatable systems. Repeatable system, repeatable setups. Those who watch my videos, follow me, know we do this again and again. And I will talk about the setups we played today, the repeatable. If you don't know, if you're new to trading, go watch my 4 pillars video. I will link it in the end. If you have to have your 4 pillars of success, then only you can trade. You need to have 2 pillars which are setup and systems. My system is my EMA Cloud system that I trade every day. Hundreds of people in my community, thousands of my followers use this system to trade successfully, trade consistently, right? So we'll talk about that as well. And before I forget, guys, tomorrow big huge webinar. A lot of people, there are going to be 1,000 people or more in the webinar. Please join. It's free to join for everyone. My community is there as well, but a lot of my followers, my YouTube followers will be there. We'll be talking about trading mindset. Very important. You must attend that. If you're struggling emotionally, psychologically, you need to fix your mindset. 2-hour webinar, join it. All right, guys, let's get back. So this morning, as always, we were up at 45 minutes before the market opened, making a plan. I went through all the news pre-market. What was the news? Went through all my news sources. Looked at RIVN was the top. RIVN was on the top. The Clorox had earnings, bad earnings, and the Clorox was down. Ford Motors, General Motors, O'Reilly Motors, McDonald, and J&J had an upgrade. McDonald had increased the dividends, so we were watching that. We went through more news sources, right? Remember, you cannot succeed if you don't have a everyday morning routine. Start early, 1 hour before the market starts. Go through everything, make your watch list, just like how we do it. And watch list was ready, guys, right here. News plays, market indicators. Out of the watch list I played today was RIVN, Clorox, J&J, McDonald. Lilly was on the watch list as well. We'll show how that worked out. Out of the marketplace, I was mostly in the QQ short in the at the open, and then we played some bounces on AMD, Meta, and all that we will discuss again. So, and these were the market indicators. So this is how we are ready every day, guys, day in, day out. In the community, that's how we trade. And here are the levels, guys. Levels were ready in the pre-market. Levels are given out to all my community, and so that everybody can trade on their own. They go by the levels, they work it out. So so let's see how the levels panned out. Let's just look at AMD. So what is the system? So the system, okay, first of all, what is the setup? The setup is breakdown under EMA Clouds. Big move yesterday. Today, breakdown under EMA Clouds. Breakdown under pre-market lows with a high of the day risk. You short it. What is the confirmation to short? Under the EMA clouds, under the pre-market lows. Watch your levels. What was my level? 103. 103 was my level. 103 gave. You start small size short. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Lower low on the candles, lower highs on the candle. Hold it, hold it, hold it. You cover to the 100 psych level. I will show you the my screenshot commentary on AMD. You will see that how it worked out. Then let's look at a level on Meta. So same concept. Meta breaking down under pre-market lows. Under the EMA clouds, Ripster clouds. When it's under, we are bearish. When it's over, we are bullish. This is 3450 EMA. This is 512 EMA. It is my system that I built, that thousands of people across the world use. A lot of my followers use. So that's the EMA cloud system. So Meta level, what was the Meta level? 303.60 and 303. So that was the breakdown. So 303.60, this level breaks. You start small because remember it's far away from the risk level. So you risk $1 or something and you fade it and you made almost $3, risking $1.50. So 300 psych level, we'll talk about it again, guys. Again, my teachings about psych level, 100 psych, 300 psych. How, we talked about LAC yesterday from 10 psych. Simple trading concept, guys, nothing complicated. Those who teach you about complicated, use 10 indicators, use this, use that, buy that magic indicators, that's all BS, guys. Trading is very simple concepts. Trading is all about finding your risk and then finding your reward. So anyways, so you can see the levels, you can take a screenshot of it, and then you can review how the levels panned out, learn yourself so that you can execute that self, and all these options right here moved nicely. Alrighty. So let's go see how our day started. I was on the voice right 5 minutes before the market opened. All the plan was shared. All right, so watch list was ready. The plan today on the market was, we will talk about the market later. The plan was on the VIX 1850. So the plan on the market was VIX. Our VIX levels were clear right here, guys. You can see the plan was VIX, if breaks under 19, then we will long it. If it holds 1850, we will short the market, right? So we will watch that. So before I go there, I'll actually come to SPY and QQQ later, how we shorted in the morning, and let's start with the plays that we did. All right, the biggest play of the day, guys, where the options went 200-300%. We shorted RIVN today. So RIVN had an offering on convertible notes. I tweeted about that news yesterday. We hit the RIVN right out of the gate. We were short. The plan was to short. What was the setup? Gap down, bearish news, under the EMA clouds, under the pre-market lows. Repeatable system, guys. You have no gut feeling trade, no blind alerts. Repeatable system. What we were trying to do. That's what I'm trying to show here. So yeah, so talking about RIVN, let's look at it. So let's look at this way, right? So as soon as the market opened 932, I started a small size short, and I also talked about next week's 20 puts, and then my first target was 20, and look at the big fade, right? Started and almost 20 target met. $1 a share profit, almost 180% on the first puts. Then we logged some at $20, and then we held right. Next target was so we actually used the profit to get 1950 puts. So already short the shares and the options, 1950 puts using the profit that we just made, right? If you invested $1,000, you already got a return of another $1,000 by the time we reached 20. And then we got 1950 puts. So they were like 40-50 cents. And then my next target was 19 and 1950. And that time, those puts again became 100%. You see, those puts again 100%. And then 20 puts went 200%. So we hit our 1850s. And I was waiting it to break. End of the day, 1850 broke. 19.5 puts went 20%. You can see my guidance here from this morning, end of the day, all day guidance. You know, if $1,000 invested turned into almost $3,000 if you traded the options, right? If you traded the shares, you shared $1,000, risking $500, right? You made, by end of the day, you made $2,000. Risk reward, 1 hour for 3 return or 4 return, right? And then I did say that next we will hit 18. So if you want to see my comments, you know, let's see, might touch 18 here, and that's what we did, touched 18. Let's see, touched 1801 by 1 cent, right? So big win on RIVN there all day, guys. Big win, beautiful move. Let's look at our J&J trade, guys. J&J, why did we long? It was on our watch list, number 5 on our watch list. The reason for the long on J&J was, guys, there was an upgrade from RBC. I longed some J&J right at open, 932. My first target was 157.50. Met my target, right? Met my target. Why do I take the profit? 10 a.m. concept. Watch my previous videos. At 10 a.m. we take the profits. First target met. Next target was 158. Almost touched 158. I did not see, or I did not have any orders to take the profits there, but I did take the profits on the pullback here. I closed everything, and it did bounce later in the day nicely from 34.50. So that's another of my rules, 34.50 dip bounce ads. So I didn't not do it, but you know, you can do it. It's really nice play. So let's look at Clorex short. So Clorex was number 4 on the watch list. What was in the watch list? We wake up, we know the news, we keep eyes on everything we keep eyes on, guys. All right, so Clorex short on the pops, bearish bias. Pop towards EMA Clouds, shorted on the pop, and you fade it all day. Beautiful fade. First target 123 coming, you know, super heavy, logged some. Next target 121 target coming, locked more, met all our target, closed. Clorex short, end of the day, guys. Beautiful trade today. Repeatable setup, guys. Repeatable setup. You know, I show you every day, right? You see my comments, my time-stamped comments, right? It's, you know, even if there is a losers, I will show you that too, but winners are more than users. That's how you grow your account exponentially. That's how you do it. You stick with the repeatable systems. You hold your winners. If I was just shorting it and covering it at 124, then I'm not going to grow consistently because I'm taking my profits too early, right? So another example, guys, already shown you big 2-3 winners. Let's go next. What was our next play? All right, MACD. So we wanted to long MACD. What was the plan on MACD? MACD raises dividend. We will long versus 255. That was the plan, to long MACD versus 255. So what did MACD do? Let's see. All right, trading view acting up here. So MACD had a raised dividend. So was plan on MACD was to long versus 255. Right, so plan was to long 255, so 255 was risk, so we longed it versus 255 when it started moving over EMA Clouds. So that was good. So it started to push, you know, so 255 was our risk, and it hit 258, and I was not really expecting such a big fade. So it was, we were like, you know, almost in the profit and like $2, right? But then it pulled back, breaking under EMA Clouds. So had to respect our risk, right? Stopped out when this broke, and when then 250 breaks, there's no reason to stay in. Very small loss, you know, and we were out, right? Bearish trend, EMA Clouds earlier, cautious on the longs. So that was, guys, MACD, right? Already talked about what? So we already talked about AMD. You know how the AMD and Meta were short from 103s, and then Meta, you know, from 103s. So now let's look at our the bounce from 300 and 100. I talk about the psych levels all the time, guys. Okay, you guys remember who watched my previous videos. 100 bounce from 100 and meta bounce from 300, right? So these are B minus bounce setups. So before I go to the pattern that we are going to talk about today, I would like to talk about how we shorted QQQ in the morning. So I was on the voice like every day for the market. So as I saw, so what did I see, right? So I saw that our VIX is bouncing and VIX is breaking out from 1850. At the same time, SPY is rejecting pre-market highs. SPY is rejecting pre-market highs. QQQ is rejecting pre-market highs. So that you know when VIX is bouncing, you know it's heavy under EMA clouds. Under EMA clouds. And watch now. Watch this carefully. Okay, let me just zoom out for you guys. Okay, you see breaking under pre-market lows. So what are my concepts? Every day I teach you guys pre-market lows, pre-market highs, yesterday lows, yesterday highs, yesterday close, today's open. These are the key levels. As soon as it broke, I said on the voice, bearish buys, short it. Bearish buys, bearish buys, right at 10 a.m. make breaking lows. This started before 10 a.m. but then it started to make lower highs, bearish buys, short scalping QQQ, big fade in first 1 hour, guys, big fade on QQQ. Here was all my comments to trading. My targets was 422 first target on SPY. You can see that, you know, SPY, or you can trade SPX as well, big range. And then on target on Q was 355, right? My two targets, both of them met, you know, and we were so profitable right in first 1 hour. And that's how I shorted QQQ and SPY. You can see nobody was buying the dips at the open. So that was how we traded SPY and QQ short, guys. All right, guys. So now comes the second part. The market did a V reversal. So market did a V reversal, right? And how did we catch it? Well, I did not catch it this bottom, right? Although I was talking about this consolidation, you see it get over 512 EMA clouds. You see this get over 512 EMA clouds. Although the team was long on AMD from 100 psych, very easy concept. Meta, the folks were long from 300 concept. But when middle of the day, when I saw a setup, a pattern emerging, that's when I longed it. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I said about that. Okay, so I said, do I see a cup and handle on most of the names? So this one, let me show you. Give me a second here. I will show you. So what I clearly saw was this, right here, guys. If you can't see this, right, I did not do it after the fact. So I had posted it before that SPY and QQQ and everything is showing me a cup and handle. And right under EMA cloud, guys, right under EMA cloud, it is a bullish pattern. You know, it's a bullish pattern. And that pattern was always works. I mean, mostly works. It's one of the very common pattern that is used. So this was the cup and handle pattern. So I will post a link up here in the top. Go read about all the chart patterns. So that's when you learn, you will see. So anyways, so I was talked about it right before the move happened, and let me show you how it worked out before and after. So this was before, this was before. And let's look at after. So when it started to break out, this was after, right? You saw that, right? Before and after. And then final after. Look where did it go. SPY went from 423 to 425.45. QQQ went from 357 to 360. AMD went from 102s into 103, and Tesla went from 259s to 262. Just with this pattern, having stops under here, low of the candle on that handle, and low of the candle of the last handle, and look at this other indicator. It's getting over very bullish EMA clouds, Ripster clouds. So even at that level, the options, if you were trading options, you made 50-60%. You traded $500 worth on a small account, you made $300-400. If you were in shares, take any stock, even if you take Tesla, you risked $500, you made $1,000. So you see right in front of you how this works, guys. You see, and take any ticker, same pattern, right? You take Tesla, same pattern. You take Google, same thing, right? You take Amazon, same thing. The main market movers all were showing the same thing. AMD, same thing. And what was VIX doing, right? To give us the confidence. VIX was fading from 19 to 18, my friends. And we made money to close the day as well. Right in front of you. Everything is in front of you, that I'm showing you. And then my price alerts go that tells us what to do, what not to do. I am teaching everyone all day, and I, mind you, was not buying this dip. I'm not interested there. Yes, it's a good setup. It's a B minus C setup. But when I see a bullish pattern, that's when I want to go long. Even in those ones which were like a B plus setups, I stay small. I don't go crazy size. So guys, learn these patterns. I will post a link. Go through it. I have been showing how they work for so many years, how these patterns work. You must watch it. All right. And let me know if you have any questions, guys. And this is all about it. If you understand support, resistance, chart patterns, price action, and have a good trend system, that's all you need. You do not need anybody telling you what to buy and sell. You do not need any alerts. You do not need any magic indicator that tells you when to buy or when to sell. You need to build your conviction, and that's how you trade. So today I showed you how I shorted on a repeatable setup, not random, repeatable. I have a list of 10-15 setups that I play every day that I show you. Then now how I shorted market, QQQ. It's all about finding the risk. Then I showed you how the cup and handle pattern worked. On any name, any long name, I showed you before and after. Right? So that's about it, guys. Thank you so much. Please join the webinar tomorrow. It will be very helpful to everyone. I might not do the video tomorrow. I might, maybe on the weekend, but because I'll be busy with the webinar, and I'll see everyone there. Come join the community if you want to trade with like-minded people, or you want to learn more from me. And follow me on X. Go to my website and subscribe, like, and keep learning, keep grinding. You all will be successful. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.